All right, we got another matching problem here. All four of them are ellipses, but the original equation is not set equal to 1. So you're going to have to divide all of these by 256. And 64 goes into 256 4 times. So this is going to become x squared over 4 plus, this becomes y squared over the 4. I took this 64 into this 256 that went in there 4 times. So it's like 1/4. And then 4 goes in itself once and it goes in here 64 times. So there's a 64. And then those just cancel, so you're left with 1. Now, because sorry about that, kind of goofed that up. For your ellipses, 64 is bigger than 4 and it goes with the y squared. So I know I'm going to have a vertical ellipse. So that means A is out because that's horizontal. And then your vertices for the 64, the square root of 64 is a positive or a -8. And when you look at these closely, this one crosses at, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is at 5 and -5, so that's out. And this is actually at 7 and -7, that's out. But this one right here, that's -8, and this one right here is +8. So it's B. Now, when I was doing my handwritten answer key on this next problem, I didn't leave a whole lot of room on the printout, but I think I should have enough room here to do it. So I wanted you to find the vertices of this problem. Okay, so the first thing I have to do is regroup it. I need to put the x's together, so I'm going to have the 2x squared and then the minus 20x, so that takes care of him and him. Then I'm going to put the 5y squared and the 20y, that takes care of him and him. The plus 285 should not be on the left, so I'm going to subtract it over, and 0 minus 285 is a minus 285. That's step 1. Now, hang on, my colors got messed up. This one, let's go with green and pinkish color here. Okay. What you're going to do is, for these two terms, I'm going to factor out the 2. Just the 2. Because in order to complete the square, your x squared has to have a coefficient of a 1. So I have to pull out that 2. That's going to leave me with an x squared minus 10x. Okay. Then on this next pair, again, this has to be a 1. So you're going to factor out a positive 5. And that will leave you with a y squared plus 14y. Okay. Now we're going to complete the square. All right. So I've still got this 2, and I got, an x squared minus 10x, and then I'm going to put a plus blank right here. And then I've got plus the 5 times the y squared plus 14y plus blank equals the minus 285 plus, now this first blank, there's a 2 in front of it, so I'm going to have to multiply the 2 times whatever I put in that blank. And the same thing for the 5. There's a 5 in front of the parentheses, so whatever you put in the blank technically is being multiplied by 5 on the left side, And what you do to one side, you got to do to the other. And now we complete the squares. I'm hoping you remember this, and I will use, I don't know, try a different color here. Let's have a blue. You're going to take half of this 10, take 10 divided by 2, that's 5, and 5 squared is 25. So I'll need a 25 here and a 25 there. And then on the other one, that orange, you're going to take half of 14, which is 7, and 7 squared is a 49. Okay. So this is going to become 2 times an x, and this was a negative 10 divided by a positive 2, so it's an x minus 5 squared, and then plus 5 times a y, and then the positive 14 divided by 2 is a plus 7 squared. And then that's going to equal, I'm just going to do all that in my calculator, negative 285 plus a 2 times a 25 plus a 5 times a 49. And that works out to be a 10. Okay. I've completed the squares. I can see where the center of this thing would be located. It's at 5, negative 7. So obviously this is not an ellipse. It's at 0, 0. But it still has to be set equal to 1. So I am going to take all of this. Gotta watch my time. I don't want this to cut off on me like it did the last time. And we are going to divide everything by, how about yellow? By 10. And this 2 goes into itself once, and it goes down here 5 times. This 5 goes in there once and goes down in there 2 times, and this over this just gives you a 1. So, hang on a second. I'm going to need more space here. I'm going to add a, whoops, didn't mean to do that. What am I doing? Guess I need to go down here and do it. Oh, it worked. There you go. Okay. So, I now have an x minus 5 squared over 5 plus a y plus 7 squared over 2 equals a 1. And they want to know where the vertices are. The vertices are, let's see, this is an ellipse, and the larger denominator is the 5. So this means that it's on the x, so we have a horizontal ellipse. And then you have to take the square root of 5, because remember this is really your b squared, and the square root of 5 is approximately 2.2. So you're going to have to go 2.2 to the right and to the left of the x coordinate. My center is at positive 5, negative 7. But this 2.2, that's going to shift it 2.2 to the right or 2.2 to the left. So my vertices, oh my God, I'm almost out of time. I'm going to take 5 and add 2.2 to it, and 5 and minus 2.2 to it, so that I'm going to have a 7.2 comma negative 7 and a 2.8 negative 7. And those will be my vertices, and I'm out of time. It's going to cut me off.